the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always
You go and work, and then you come back the next time. I'm like, how are you even here, bro? How are you even alive? You know?
I was like, I did that a lot at Trey's place too.
Oh yeah.
He lived up in the Redlands, dude.
Yeah, the batch pad. Oh. Just having familiar faces around.
Yeah.
I still have yet to figure out if I really like it or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got
like
you.
You can go to the mall and you're gonna probably run into somebody you know.
Oh, dude, I swear, I
don't know if I like that or not.
I go anywhere. Yeah, my girlfriend hates it, dude.
Yeah.
Man. Fucking, we played baseball together.
That sucks. That actually, you know what? That's actually probably the worst thing that ever happens to me too.
Yeah.
Is when somebody recognizes you and you don't recognize them, and you have a full conversation with them, trying to act like you know them. Yeah.
And then as soon as they leave, you turn to the person you're with, and you're like, I have no fucking
clue who that is. That is true. Dude, that happens to me. You're like, what am I doing with my life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, am I ever gonna get ahead? Or
yeah.
Am I gonna just keep clawing my way by?
Exactly. That's what I feel like, dude. I feel like that all the time. I'm just like, am I just gonna be am I just gonna be waking up like a robot and just all on the same process for the rest of my life? See, that's the cool thing I think about me and you is like, I guess we're not afraid to try new things, even though that like it does sit in the back of our mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think that's what kind of like keeps me going, I guess, is that I want to try new things.
The unknown.
And if I don't put myself out there to try them, it's never going to happen. Because like Mother's and Father's Day is to celebrate them for putting as much time and effort as they have into you
children.
as a child.
Yeah. Now we're doing
if
grandchildren
birthday's
day.
a fucking Sunday.
Yeah.
Daughter day. That's what a birthday is. I mean,
yeah, like happy birthday.
I was like, fuck, my parents fucking treated almost every other day like son and daughter day.
Welcome to the Disclaimer Podcast. Tonight we have on Dakota Dunham, the man, the myth, the legend himself. I feel like we go in these series of not seeing each other for like 3 months, and then we'll see each other for like 2 weeks, kind of on and off, because we get in this like swing of hanging out with each other.
Yeah.
I feel like it's something. I think we have a unique relationship.
Yeah, no, it's definitely special because like there's not very many people that you can go. Like, when you moved to Florida, we went, 5-6 months without talking to each other, and then as soon as you got back, we were fucking hanging out.
Yeah, hanging out again. Yeah, it is actually kind of weird. I like being able to have those relationships though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's unique.
And then some people, like, if you don't, like, talk to them for a couple months or something, sometimes they get a little butthurt about it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not a big fan of that. I like people that, like, can go with the flow.
Just jump right back into it like you guys never off.
Oh, yeah. So, we actually to catch everybody up, we were just talking about getting into a golf tournament on Saturday. We're trying to, like, throw something together. What is since I don't know how you golf, do you golf pretty good? Like, decently when you do golf? Or do you even keep track? You just out there swinging?
I've been practicing a lot. Because like I said, I only started a month ago.
Yeah.
So, like, for only golfing for a month, I actually do really well.
Yeah.
The irons are definitely by far my best.
Oh, yeah. Like, attribute in the game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I might actually have to get extensions on my clubs, too.
Oh.
Because I went and got, like, sized for them.
Yeah.
And they said I need 2-inch extensions.
Oh. I mean, you are a tall dude. Yeah. I mean, you're no Hasbulla or anything.
Yeah,
I mean,
dude.
Since we're about to talk about Hasbulla. But, yeah, I really want to be able to be good, like, really good at golf one day, but I just know that I'm just like, I'm thinking like way far beyond what, my abilities are.
Right.
It's like almost like delusional confidence, That's what golf, I can literally, like, I can match it up with kind of the casino vibe when you're gambling.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
You
you have
don't
this
really know
delusion.
what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
You just kind of go up there swinging.
Exactly. You have this delusional confidence, like, I'm going to kill it today. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to win a lot of money, or I'm going to, like, you know, I'm going to shoot par at least 3 or 4 times today.
Yeah, kind of like
then,
me in baseball in high school.
Yeah. And then you just go out there and get your ass kicked, and you just, like, feel, like, so bad, and you're in your own head. I mean, whether you're losing money at a casino or if you're, you know, at the golf course.
I remember when I got my first par. It was my second week out golfing, dude. I got my first par and I lost it.
Oh yeah, dude. There's something about hitting par, or there's something about hitting birdie. So
I haven't gotten that.
Oh yeah. So I don't think I've ever hit a birdie myself, but we went the tournament last weekend.
Yeah.
Me and Alex and the work crew went and did that one. We hit for birdie on the first hole. We used my ball. We used my drive off the tee box. And then our buddy gets up there and he chips it just right next to the fucking hole.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, like, actually, I won't even say right next to it. It was probably about like a 10-foot putt. Mm-hmm. And our other work, but he sank it. And I was like throwing my, we were like Conor McGregor walking off the green, and I was tossing my clubs, and it sounded like we hit a hole-in-one first hole of the morning.
Yeah.
Like we were making a ruckus. It was just one of those deals.
Right. I was like, the loudest I've been on the green it was 2 weeks ago. We were at Chipeta, and they got a par 3.
Yeah.
And I was on like the edge of the green, and the pins in the back.
Yeah.
So it was like a 30-yard putt.
Oh.
And I just kind of hit it, not expecting it to go in, just getting close.
Yeah.
Drained it, dude. And
That's
we
so sick.
all lost it.
I just fucking... Dude, there's something about, like, it just... You make those crazy shots every once in a while just to keep you golfing. You know what I'm saying? Because then you go out the next day and nothing interesting happens, and you literally just, like, hit triple bogey 9 times in a row.
Yeah, that was last week.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
We went Sunday, dude, and it was awful. I mean, it was cloudy. The sun would come out, then it'd start raining. I'm like... What the hell?
Me and Trey made a vlog on like the first time this year that we went out and golfed. Yeah. And, like, it literally was snowing. I'm like, what are we doing out here? Like this is like premature.
Yeah.
Like, we should not be out here.
Yeah.
I don't even know why the golf course is open.
Yeah, but then the wind was blowing 10, 15 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I was like, how did they expect us to golf? Like, it was packed too.
Yeah.
I mean, we were waiting 30 minutes for a hole.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah, I hate that. I hate, like, either people are like behind you really pushing you.
Yeah.
Or, like, it's just the opposite. You're just, like, sitting there waiting. You can never find, like, a mediocre person.
Medium.
Yeah, happy medium of, somebody either on your ass or, like, in front of you that moves all, like, decently.
Yeah.
The other thing I did want to talk about, since we were talking about golf, real quick, what they charge is outrageous. Have you ever thought about that? Like, they don't do anything except for just sit there and swipe people's cards. Like, they do zero.
Yeah.
Because once you go on golf, there's nothing. It's just land.
Yeah,
You're
and
just hitting the ball.
they pay other people to go do the course for them.
Yeah, and that's just like, providing drinks. But even then, now they're getting a surplus on drinks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
the golf lady.
It's getting outrageous, especially golf cart prices.
It's crazy.
Because every person has to pay for a golf cart, whether you have one or not.
Yeah.
It's $16 if you are driving or if you're riding passenger, and I think it's bullshit.
And I think, I think at Lincoln, to ride, it's actually more expensive than just to play.
Golf, yeah.
Yeah. Like, if you just walk, it's like $10, but if you ride, it's like $12 on top of your 10.
Because I went there and played, like, I was going to play 18 because I didn't know they only had 9 holes at the time. And I got there, I'm like, I'm not playing 18 if I'm going to be playing the same fucking holes.
Yeah.
So I was like, just take that off and I'll play 9 holes.
It sucks.
And you're paying $1 more for the cart. I'm like, why am I doing this? I can walk this course.
Yeah. The thing with me, though, I'm such a lazy golfer. I don't think I've ever walked. I don't think I've ever walked golf.
I haven't.
I mean,
I've only been 4 times.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think, like, I've golfed, like, years and years. Like, I mean, not, like, a whole lot, but you know what I mean? A handful of times every summer I go, whatever, you know what I mean? Whether it be 10 or 15 or sometimes 7.
Yeah.
But, like, I've never, ever walked.
You want to know what would be fucking dope, dude?
What?
If they got, like, a mini golf course and have go-karts.
Yeah.
Like bananas, if they were combined.
You'd like drive like to the holes because they're like more separated out or something.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And like have them longer holes.
Yeah.
So like.
That's a business venture right there. That's an idea. That is
like,
an
it'd
idea.
be dope as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Like, I just thought of that.
That would be cool. It's like if bananas were to just kind of convert, you know, their
I was like, if that's in,
their mini golf course.
I'm trademarking it now. Nobody can take it. I don't know the name of it yet, but nobody can take that idea.
Yeah, that would be kind of a cool idea. Yeah, if that's in, we might have just like helped somebody out. Yeah, for sure. No, so let's get on to the topic of Hasbulla being arrested. So this is kind of breaking news, and at first I didn't know if it was true or not because I'm going through Twitter. I'm like, there's no way that Hasbulla got arrested because people are making memes all the time now. So I'm going through, and I just keep seeing it throughout the last like 48 hours. I'm like, this must be true. Apparently, he got pulled over, and it was just over a traffic violation.
Yep.
Now, he has said before in some of his videos that like the Russian police, like in his city or wherever he's located, he's like, half of them don't like me. The other half do. That's what he has said. Like, he's actually said it because like just the popularity that he has.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And then I guess now he's on house arrest.
Yeah,
so
no, he got
out of
released a day later and is on house arrest. Can't leave his house for a couple of days.
Yeah.
I'm like, for a traffic violation?
I know.
Like, I could
know.
understand if he was maybe reckless driving or something.
Yeah.
70 and a 50 or some shit.
Yeah. Or like, yeah. Like,
I mean, even then, they don't arrest you. They just take your license.
Yeah. It's never that, like, that deep.
Yeah.
That is true. Oh, man. But, like, I guess it's Russia.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of glad. I mean, you think about stuff like this. Aren't you like kind of glad that you live in the U.S. when you like just see stupid little stuff like that?
Yeah. No, definitely. Especially like,
there's just
Russia is such a weird country. I mean, I think it's dope. I think it'd be dope to visit.
Me too.
But I could not imagine living there, growing up there, nothing.
Yeah.
Did you see that kid fucking put out the flame that's been burning since like the 1920s?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it was a little Russian kid. He extinguished the flame. He put like a firecracker on it or something. And
like where? What? Like what was this? Where at? In Russia?
In Russia, yeah.
Oh, and so it was like a historic...
Yeah, flame that's been burning since the 1920s or some shit like that.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of that before.
Yeah, dude, I saw a video.
What?
Like, it shows the kid in the video dropping something on the flame, and then it just... and just smokes. It just
really?
burnt itself out, yeah.
First of all, like, how does a candle, like, even, like, stay lit that long is my first question.
I don't know. They probably have to go relight it when people are asleep.
Or do they just have to, like, take another candle, like, relight that candle and replace it or something? It's, like, the same flame, but not the same candle, per se.
I don't know. I feel like it would have blown out or got snow on it and burnt out or something.
Wait, it's located outside?
Yeah, it's outside.
Oh, I thought, like, we're talking like it was, like, in a church
no,
or,
it's, like covered. It's got, like, an awning.
Oh.
But it's outside, dude.
Huh.
Like, it is...
And there's no, like it's...
security or anything. It was just a
public... It's a public...
Yeah.
Space?
I think they went there for, like, a field trip or some shit. And, like, it's just one single kid runs up to the flame, looks around, drops something in.
That's wild. That's actually wild. That's, like, careless. But now, like, you think about it, maybe, like, that kid's in history now. Like, he's gonna go down in history now.
Nobody knows who he is, though.
Oh, really? They don't have a name of who it was?
I don't think so. I haven't seen anything about it.
They'll probably find him. But the thing is like, if the kid is not very old, like, what do you do?
And in Russia, I mean, they probably sentenced him to a life penalty. You know?
Yeah, and he's probably like 4. He didn't even know what's going on.
10-year-old going to prison with the worst Russian inmates ever, dude.
For blowing out a candle at age 4. Yeah. Oh my gosh. No,
they got a shit ton of vodka. They hide in their cells.
Yeah.
Like, here. He's like, I'm like 4. He's like, yeah, that's when I started.
Yeah.
Like, it's not bad.
There's literally just something about it, man. I just think about it, and I'm like, I'm actually glad that I was born in the U.S. Like, it's literally, if you think about it, it's so, like, pure luck.
Yeah.
It's pure luck of where you're born and how you're born. It's like, even like living in general, I think that the numbers, like something crazy like 300 or 400 trillion to 1 just to even be born at all.
Oh,
like in this world.
Yeah, because of the sperm counts and shit.
Yeah, so you're fighting against all odds,
dude,
man, as a swimmer.
Dude, our very first race we were in,
we won it.
Bitch.
Yeah.
I was like,
if you're telling me there's not a purpose for all of us in this world, just look at that statistic. You know?
You can't ever say that I'd never won a race.
Yeah.
I may have ran like a fat ass in high school, but I made sure to win my first one.
Exactly. Like, there's something about it. Like, we all have, figured out how to win that one, which is kind of crazy to think about. You know?
Yeah. No, it's
life.
It's mind blowing for sure, because you have it just blows my mind.
It does. It's like there's really not much there. You know what I mean? Besides like winning one race when you're not even really alive.
You're a speck.
Yeah.
Like a speck of dust. That's all the size you are, and you're fucking swimming.
And just like how the world, and then you think about like how the world was created.
Yeah, dude, that one.
Like we're just sitting, we're in the Milky Way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're in the Milky Way. We're just a speck, which is, I mean, we're just a speck in like the universe as a whole.
Well, that's the thing is, I was actually looking at that. We're in a galaxy inside the Milky Way universe, which is inside multiple universes, which is inside even more universes. Like there's scientific studies that there's like.
I wonder what is a universe? That's what I want to know.
I don't know what it consists of, dude. I'm not a scientist.
Yeah, I wonder what a universe is. I wish like somebody pull it up. You know what I mean? That'd be sick if I had something to pull it up. But that's one thing I've always wondered. Like that's like the biggest scientific term that I know. That's like outer space, like universe. I mean, maybe galaxy's bigger than universe? No, galaxy's smaller.
Yeah, because we're in the Milky Way galaxy.
Yeah. So universe would be like kind of the whole thing.
There's like
there could be multiple universes.
There's like megaverses, and then like
who knows?
It starts with a T.
Huh?
It's something versus, and it starts with a T.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, what the
we're getting
fuck?
up there. Yeah.
I was like, there's not even a word.
It's like we're just making shit up now. We're just making up words as scientists.
Yeah, dude, astrology's fucking stupid.
Country jam.
Okay.
Hey,
that's a science.
we actually have it down to a science at this point. Yeah, I mean that is true. We could determine it as a science out there, man.
For hillbillies, yeah.
Yeah.
And wannabe hillbillies.
And there are kids that are created out there every year.
Oh yeah, I'm 95% sure I was conceived at country.
Oh yeah.
Because it's in June.
So you're looking at a product.
And I was born in February.
The prodigy product.
So
yeah, you kind of did
somewhere around there I was conceived.
So your parents had it down to a science. Yeah. And then you figured it out.
Oh fuck.
No, so like do you plan on going this year? Because there's some podcasts that I bring this up, and I have before. Do you plan on going this year?
I don't know, dude. Like
usually you go big.
Yeah, I usually only go VIP.
Yeah.
Because it's free food, free drinks. It's all included in the tickets. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you get a 4-day pass, you can buy them on Facebook and shit for $700 to $800.
Yeah.
And then
free
food, free drinks. It's buffet. Like dinner, they serve fucking prime rib that you can go back and get fucking thirds.
Yeah.
I mean, you can just get as much food. It's fucking hard liquor.
That'd be sick.
6, I think it is.
Yeah, I think that's the way to do it. But has it always been sold? Has the campground always been sold separately?
You can buy them in combos.
Oh.
But it's like. It's gonna add another $500 to your.
Yeah, I wonder if is it cheaper to buy like the combination of the two, or is it cheaper to?
I think it's cheaper. Like if you're gonna go VIP, I think it's cheaper to buy your VIP tickets on like Facebook or Craigslist or something. Make sure that they have the tickets in the receipt so you have them.
Right.
Because I've almost had to go through that.
Oh. You almost got screwed out of the ticket.
Yeah, dude. I was like, I need the receipt to make sure that I can get in.
Oh.
And they had to like. Go back to their house and bring it back to me so that I made sure. I was like, I'm not giving you the money until I make sure that it's a valid ticket.
Yeah. Because that would be wild.
Oh,
I mean,
because that's $800. That's
yeah.
fucking a month's rent for a studio or something.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that's a lot of money. Like, you don't mess around with that type of money at all. And I'm pretty sure when I was talking about it with Sean, I believe was the last person I talked about it with. I think he told me who was going, but I can't remember. Do you know who's going this year?
There's a couple that I know, but I know, I'm pretty sure Blake Shelton's going this year. I heard that Bailey Zimmerman's going.
That's what I heard too.
And I heard that he's ass in concert. I mean, yeah, he had a fucking
banger
at the time.
Oh yeah, oh right.
At the concert or whatever. But I've heard from multiple people he's not really good live.
Oh, huh.
And
he's a younger kid, right?
yeah, he's younger than me, I think.
Really?
I think he's like 21.
Yeah, he kind of just came out of the blue, which was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But, so what, those are the only two you kind of know?
Yeah, I mean, I could probably tell you more.
Yeah.
But I don't want to sit here wasting time.
Yeah.
Think of them.
Yeah, no.
I was like, I probably won't go this year.
Right.
Just
which is crazy to me, because I know that you go every year. And I think about it all the time. I'm like, I bet you Dakota's going. And this is like my first year ever going.
Well, I went one day general admission with my girlfriend 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And one day general admission was $160.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, what in the fuck?
Yeah, it's getting really expensive.
And then, like, you have to go buy tickets to go buy food if you're in general admission.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah,
if I'm going VIP.
Yeah.
Because you spend over $200 on food and drinks in one night.
Anyway, yeah. Yeah, that is true. I guess that's the best way to do it up front.
Yeah, because I was there with you.
The one night that I've ever went. Yeah.
And...
No. I went, it was when, what's her name was there? Carrie Underwood there.
Yeah, Toby Keith performed before.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Was he like the opener?
Yeah, it was Toby Keith.
So that tells you how much I was paying attention that night. I was a little drunk.
Because I had people behind me telling me I looked like Toby Keith. I'm like, no, I don't.
Oh, yeah. Actually, you know what? I do remember seeing you there.
And then Rafi and...
Yeah, Rafi was there. Yeah, we had a crew.
Yeah, there was a lot of us.
I mean, Rafi, Gabe. I'm trying to think of like who we were rolling
Jackson,
with. Haley. Yeah.
Me. My girlfriend.
And that was the only night that I had ever been to Country Jam. So this is the first time I'm going to go for all 3 days. Right? It's 3 days? It's not 4 anymore? I think it's just 3. So I'm going to try that out.
Stupid, dude. I wish it was still 4 days.
Yeah.
Because, like, you got your money's worth for 4 days.
Yeah.
Because it was cheaper for 4 days.
Right.
And now you're upping the price for less
for
days.
Just 3 days now, yeah. 3-day event.
And they're trying to shove all these unknown artists in. I mean, yeah, there's a couple diamonds in the rough, but you're not going to fucking impress anybody.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think people probably just go for the good time.
I think they're just going to get fucked up.
That is exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. We all know.
It's just an excuse to get fucking hammered.
We see
I'm
through
like,
it.
why do that when you can just go out to the desert or up in the mountains?
Just do the same thing.
Have a
Start a
fucking
bonfire.
speaker.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
For a quarter.
Hell of a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%. So it is getting to my favorite part, or my favorite time of the year. Because you know me, yeah. In summer. No, I really like the fact that, like, at night it's getting warmer. Because I don't have to, when I'm walking outside, I'm not like, oh my gosh, I have to bundle up to get outside anymore.
Yeah.
And, like, that is the best. And we went through a lot of fun times when it came to, like, just playing cornhole outside.
Yeah, dude, I remember
at this time of year.
Going up to your house, like, we'd have nothing going on. And you'd text me at, like, 8:30, 9 o'clock.
I'm like, let's run it, baby.
You're like, get up here.
And usually the sun is still up at, like, 8:30. You know what I mean? Like, there's still light in the sky. So it's not even, like, not a big deal.
Dude, it's fucking, like... And at your place, it doesn't even matter because you got the patio.
Yeah.
And it's well lit.
Yeah.
I still got videos of me, you, Matt Stike, Trey.
Yeah.
Like, we're all out there just fucking throwing bags.
Yeah. We need to run it back. I need to do that. Maybe that's something that we can do, like,
that's the problem.
This weekend. Like, I'll be out of town the next weekend, but, like, here sometime soon. We need to, like...
With me working nights on the weekends.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's just a bitch, dude.
I know.
I mean, for everything.
Yeah.
I can't do shit.
So you're, like, thinking about doing something a little different. do you, I mean, we don't exactly have to talk about that, but maybe like, what is like kind of your thought of maybe what you're wanting to get into, kind of like maybe eventually in your life, even if it's not your next job or whatever?
I want to get into like diesel mechanics, just because I was raised around it.
Yeah.
Or welding.
Yeah. I think you'd have a good eye for welding. Welding's hard. You have to be really patient with yourself.
Real steady too.
But I think, yeah, and I know a few people too, like do you know anything about welding at all?
I know a little bit. I got a coworker that welds, and he's going to teach me how.
I was going to say, my cousin does. I know a handful of people that also do, and it's something, and you can make good money off of it if you know how to do it. Like, you work for somebody good.
Because that's kind of my plan. If I can't get into welding right away, I want to get in diesel mechanic because I already know kind of like the basis of most of the shit. I mean, I'm not going to go in and rebuild an engine. Yeah. But, like, just regular maintenance on semis and trailers and shit like that. I mean, I've been doing that shit since I was 12. Yeah. So I won't have an issue with it.
That is true. You've always just like, I mean, you have a pretty good resume. If you really think about it, you probably have a better resume than me. Like you've always been hands-on, but you've always found yourself in a bunch of different, kind of like hands-on duties, and you are like, you grew up on a farm, which is crazy. I did want to talk about like how, like, I mean, you're already on a weird schedule anyway, but you're always waking up early, working for your grandpa, doing all that.
That's the biggest part for me, is going from having to be up early to work on the farm to not waking up until, I mean, I try to sleep until 2 or 3, but I mostly wake up at 11, so if there's shit that I have to do in the day, I can do it. Yeah. And then go to work at 9 o'clock. Yeah. I'm like...
Do you still have those nights where, like, you're just like, screwed, I'm just gonna stay up all night?
Oh, yeah.
And you're just like... Because you did that, like, working with your grandpa, there's some nights that you're on my house or whatever, you're like, I'm just gonna stay up until I have to go to work, because there's literally no reason for me to...
I actually had to do that just last week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got home at 7 o'clock and had to do stuff.
I don't know how you do that.
And I mean, I couldn't even fall back asleep. Like, I was just stressed about the shit that I needed to do. So I just stayed up, and then I had to go to work at 9. I tried to take a nap, and I couldn't take a nap. I'm like, it's not even worth it anymore.
I know.
And then I stayed up, and I didn't go to bed the next day until fucking 8 o'clock. And I'm like, God damn.
That's wild. Like, I don't think I've ever in my life stayed up longer than 48 hours. Like, I don't even think I've stayed up 48 hours just in general. Like, 2 days in a row like you have.
Yeah, farming.
I'm pretty close to it.
I was like, farming, I did it a lot. Because, like, we'd have to be out there at 1, 2 in the morning raking hay. Because it's too
dry. Like a Saturday morning or like a Sunday morning, you're like, oh my God.
Yeah, I remember having, like, I think we were at your house or something, and the next day I had to go rake. I drove the tractor up there. I was perfectly fine. I was hungover as fuck. Yeah. And I got up there, and I tried to eat something, and as soon as I tried to eat something, I'm just throwing up. Like, throwing up blood. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, this ain't good.
Yeah, you were going through it then.
And I, like, got the whole field raked. Went back to my grandpa's. I'm like, is there anything else I really need to do today?
Yeah.
No. I'm like, cool. And I think it was, I feel like it was something to do with 4th of July or something. Because I went back up to your house.
Yeah, probably.
And got fucked up again.
Yeah, we're just busybodies. We're just getting it. Yeah, you actually did do that. I think you did do that specific time, and maybe even a time or two before, because, like, I just remember, like, you taking full days and like full nights, staying up all night, then you go and work, and then you come back the next time. I'm like, how are you even here, bro? How are you even alive? You know?
I was like, I did that a lot at Trey's place too.
Oh yeah.
He lived up in the Redlands, dude.
Yeah, the batch pad.
Oh, I don't know how many times I stayed up there, didn't fall asleep, and just, dude. I mean, it.
Yeah, there were some ratchet nights there. Just thinking about it, man. Like, it's that time of the year where, like, everybody kind of gets excited about that stuff again. Yeah. It's right around JUCO. I mean, JUCO's right around the corner. So, like, people start, coming back out of their caves, and you're like, man, I haven't seen this guy's face in years. You know what I'm saying? You're like, what have you been up to? Yeah. Like, I haven't seen you since last summer at this time, you know? But yeah, that's one thing that I do like about the summer, at least in Junction.
Yeah.
You know, and just like familiar faces. That is one thing too that I've learned. You know, when you move away, like what I did, like to Florida, and I mean you moved away a couple different times too, but like just having familiar faces around.
Yeah.
I still have yet to figure out if I really like it or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got
like
you.
you can go to the mall and you're gonna probably run into somebody you know.
Oh, dude, I swear,
And I don't know if I like that or
I
not.
go anywhere. Yeah, my girlfriend hates it, dude.
Yeah.
Because I go anywhere and there's someone that knows me, either
Yeah.
from farming, baseball, going out,
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah. Everybody
like-
knows the Dunhams.
Yeah, she's like,
So-
why do you gotta fucking know everybody? I'm like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Everybody likes me.
It's like everybody-
probably not everybody. They just put up with me, but
It's more of the like everybody knows you.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like even I have that problem where people know me. I'm like I don't even know you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like how do you know me?
Yeah, I was at Texas Roadhouse one time with her, and this
Oh.
kid walked up to me. He was our waiter, and he's sitting there talking to me. He's like, "Yeah, man, fucking, we played
What's up?
baseball together."
That sucks. That actually, you know what? That's actually probably the worst thing that ever happens to me too.
Yeah.
Is when somebody recognizes you and you don't recognize them, and you have a full conversation with them, trying to act like you know them. Yeah.
And then as soon as they leave, you turn to the person you're with, and you're like, "I have no fucking
clue who that is." That is true, dude. That happens to me. You want to know that? I'm probably the king of that. It happens to me so frequently nowadays.
Yeah.
I'm like, who is this kid? And it's just wild to me. Like, there's just some people, and then there's even just people that you just don't even recognize.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, shit. There's sometimes I don't recognize my own family.
Yeah.
And they walk up to me like, that happened to me a couple years ago.
Your own family.
Yeah,
like,
dude. She's my cousin, and I'm at my Aunt Judy's house,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to sell those baseball discount cards.
Yeah.
And she walks in, and I'm like, "Who the fuck's this bitch?"
Yeah.
She's like,
Oh, what are you talking
"She's like,
about?
what do you mean? I'm your cousin." I'm like,
What?
"No, you're not. Like, I've never met you in
You're
my
like, what's
life."
your name? Yeah.
I'm like,
what?
"What are you talking about right now?"
That's hilarious. I just hate that feeling though.
Dude, it's awful.
know.
I feel like a terrible person because I
Yeah.
should know who they are.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no. I mean,
You could almost compare it to like secondhand embarrassment.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you're with a buddy and they do something that's like really embarrassing and then like you even feel embarrassed. You know what I mean? That's when you know, like, dude, I have been in that situation more than enough times to know that feeling too.
Yeah, I'm sure you've been in that situation with me. I mean,
No, I mean, no, I don't think so. I mean,
Trey probably
I
has.
can go through some crazy shit. Like I can have my buddies do some crazy shit or say some crazy things to like random people or even people that we know.
Yeah.
And I'll be fine with it. I'll just be like, oh my god, I can't believe you said that. But it's not like that heart-sinking embarrassment that you actually get, you know, or like
Yeah.
your face gets red or something because you're actually embarrassed. I've actually been in that, like my jaw's dropping. Like, did my friend actually just say that to my family member or something? You know what I mean? You're just like, oh no.
Yeah. No, I know.
You're like, oh no.
exactly
Like
what
you feel
mean.
bad because you're like, oh shit, I put myself in this situation.
Yep. Dude, that happened a lot in college.
Yeah.
So much in college, at like college parties. I mean, you'd just be at a party and your friend would do some stupid ass shit trying to
like-
impress women or something.
And you're just in the corner like
I'm
this.
like, dude, what are you fucking doing?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know that guy.
Yeah.
And then I'd ride home with them or something.
Yeah.
Or I'd drive them home. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know this guy, but he's fucked up, so I'm not letting him drive.
Yeah.
And then I get in the vehicle. I'm like, dude, you're a fucking idiot.
I mean, yeah, that's how I mean, I don't think I've ever called anybody out, but when I am in that circumstance, there's been plenty of times where I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I just didn't know how to. That's one thing I still don't even know how to handle is secondhand embarrassment. I didn't even really know what it was at first.
Well, I used to make definitely, like, when I was younger, everyone around me
Yeah.
didn't know what the fuck to do because I was the king of embarrassment.
Yeah.
I would embarrass the fuck out of everybody around me.
Some people thrive off that. They thrive off of making people feel that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I definitely don't anymore. When I was
Yeah.
a kid, like, I thought it was, like, the only reason I had friends. Because
Yeah.
you knew me when I was fucking 12 years old.
Yeah. I mean, pretty close.
I was, like, not four, but I was, like, 200 pounds at the age of 12, dude.
I don't think I knew you as long as you think I do.
The freshman year, I was 14.
Oh yeah, I guess.
And then you probably
that
knew
is
me
probably true.
earlier than that, because I'm sure Sierra and Haley played softball together before that.
Yeah. I guess I didn't really know you if that was the case. But yeah, I guess you're probably right. Right, 13, 14 years old.
Yeah, and you've known Trey forever.
Yeah.
And I've known Trey since I was 10.
Because everybody knows. Yeah, everybody
Everyone
knows Trey.
knows the Morels.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, 100%. It's just like.
They're just a nice family.
It's like the Morels, Dunhams, Shanemans. It's like everybody kind of knows those names floating around. And. Yeah.
Good or bad reasons, everybody knows those.
Like everybody knows. Yeah, somehow, some way. Since we're talking about like feelings and stuff, and what I mentioned before the podcast, before we got into it, just like things that you are scared of. Okay, didn't want to talk about that. Didn't want to I didn't want to reach this idea. Now, do you have like? I guess it didn't even have to be a specific thing. Is there things that maybe, like for me, I guess, for example, like I'm kind of like scared of like unknown territory of like what I'm gonna be doing here in like 3 or 4 years. Even though like, from a day-to-day basis, I usually don't think about it because it just freaks me out in general. But it's like, what am I gonna do with my life? That kind of scares me. That gives me like kind of the like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you're looking at the long term and like just a random Sunday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're like,
and
what
you're
am I
like,
doing with my life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, am I ever gonna get ahead? Or
Yeah.
am I gonna just keep clawing my way by?
Exactly. That's what I feel like, dude. I feel like that all the time. I'm just like, am I just gonna be waking up like a robot and just all on the same process for the rest of my life?
Right? Yeah. No, that's
So
why I'm kind of like, because I'm afraid of that as well.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I've tried to do so many different things.
Yeah.
That's why I've just tried to go places I've never been, like going to school in Oklahoma,
Right.
going to Louisiana to play baseball, staying there for a couple of weeks. Ended up making some great friends down there. I go down there every other year.
See, that's the cool thing I think about me and you is like, I guess we're not afraid to try new things, even though that like it does sit in the back of our minds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think that's what kind of like keeps me going, I guess, is that I want to try new things.
The unknown.
And if I don't put myself out there to try them, it's never going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, I want to go to I've never been to the Hoover Dam. I don't know how many times I've been to Vegas and Arizona, Nevada, California.
Yeah.
And I've never been there.
Right.
Or like the Niagara Falls. I want to go to the Niagara Falls. Shit, dude. I've never been to, what's that lake in Glenwood? Hanging Lake.
Hanging Lake. I haven't been to Hanging Lake either, and I want to go, but I think you have to like put in for that. Like,
see, I don't know.
Yeah, I think you have to put in that. I think you have to put in for that or something.
I've been to Uray. Like, I've been everywhere in semis.
Yeah.
But I've never got to really stop and just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like, I went to St. Louis for the baseball tryout last year.
Right.
And that was the first time I actually ever got to walk around St. Louis.
I did remember you doing that.
I stayed right there underneath the St. Louis Arch, dude. Could see it from my window.
Yeah.
It was fucking dope. I wanted to get a ferry ride, but...
That is cool.
That was like another $150. I'm like, nah, I'm alright.
Yeah. So how was, I guess, that experience in St. Louis? Is that something that maybe you would do again? My buddy, Sergio, he lived there, I believe, too. If I'm thinking correctly. Is St. Louis like a cool place? Or is it just kind of, I heard it like maybe you could kind of describe it as run down almost, but like it's still kind of historical and cool in that way.
It's definitely on the rundown side.
Yeah.
It's really historical. I mean, the St. Louis Arch was built, I think they said in like the 1950s. Because they have a plaque on it. And I was like real interested in it. But it was built in like the 1950s or 60s. And it's been standing there ever since.
Wow. Yeah.
I was like, I'm surprised a tornado hasn't come by.
I mean, it's fucking Missouri.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You think about it. Like some of those states, I'm like, you never think about traveling there unless you have to.
Yeah.
You think about it, I mean, I guess it's just one of those things. I mean, even in Florida, I kind of ran into some of the same situations where, I I don't even know. There was some like really redneck folk out there though.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's the problem with Florida is there's a lot of, I mean, just a bunch of mixed culture. Like everybody's moving to like even in like Miami, nobody even really speaks English there anymore.
Right.
And it's just because everybody's moving to Florida in those warm areas. And so there's just so much like, you know, different culture. There's so much.
That's what kind of surprises me about Florida is how many mixed cultures there are there.
Yeah.
And they're such a conservative state.
Yeah. Yeah, you think I that is something I never really thought about.
People say like
yeah,
Hispanics and
African Americans, Cubans. I mean, you see it all there,
and they say how much they hate Trump and shit like that. But the last 2 years or the last two
I think
elections they've voted conservative.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, it definitely is it's a different breed. Like Florida is and that's why everybody always says some shit about Florida is because it's such a different breed. There's so many different people. There's so many different
cultures.
Yeah, cultures and just like even just outlooks on life.
Yeah.
Like even the people I worked with, it was just like this guy like he was raised under like a rock. Like this guy knows nothing. And there's really smart guys that I work with. I'm like, damn, like
Dude, why didn't you go to college?
Yeah, exactly. And then there's, and then I had to like figure out how to speak to someone that maybe didn't even speak English at work. And I was like, this is crazy. Like, how am I supposed to do this? But it was fun.
Right.
Like you think about all the different experiences. There's so much to do. And I mean, there's the beach.
Yeah.
It's hot, it's warm all the time.
Yeah. No, I think that was probably my favorite part about Louisiana was the culture shock. I mean, everyone there, like, you could have some gangbangers on this side and fucking out in the bayou hunting gators on this side.
Yeah, that is true. And everything in between.
We mixed. Like, we had the gangbangers coming with us to go catch gators in the bayou.
Yeah.
Like, it was the craziest shit ever, dude. They're like, what do you do? I'm like, I work on a farm in Colorado.
Yeah.
They're like, really?
That's crazy.
They're like, they didn't actually say this, but like, oh, I'm a drug dealer. Like, let's go fucking catch gators. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, there's actually, even in Florida, like, people always catch, I mean, there's, like, hog hunting.
Yeah.
That's big. And then, what else do they do? What's frog hunting called again?
It's just frog.
Gigging.
Gigging frogs.
Yeah, that's what they call it. It's like gigging or whatever. So there was one guy at work that was almost like he invited me a couple different times. I should have went. I didn't.
Dude, it's fun. That's when I went catching gators. We were frogging originally.
Oh,
they
really?
brought the headlamp and they're like, you want to catch some gators? I'm like, fuck yeah, I want to catch some gators.
Yeah, so you're just kind of like out there with the flashlight, huh?
Yeah, so it's like a hard hat that they used a fucking big ass spotlight, and as you look over the water, like the alligator's eyes, I'm sure you've seen this, they're red.
Yeah.
And like you can see them and you can kind of tell how big they are.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right. Like my very first gator I went up on, dude, because you're hanging off the front of the boat getting ready to grab it.
Oh, so you're from behind.
Yeah, you grab it behind the neck.
Oh my gosh, really?
And you pick it up out of the water. Yeah. And this first one I grabbed, dude, was like a 5-foot gator. And I picked it up out of the water, and it just started fucking losing it.
Oh, yeah, they're tails.
And it just let go. That thing flew probably 10, 15 feet.
Really?
Yeah, dude, it was fucking pissed.
I didn't know people did that. Like, they just gator hunting by hand.
Yeah, no, that's the only way I've done it. Like, I don't go out there and set traps and shoot them in the head like swamp people.
Yeah, that is true.
Like,
I guess you just, like, you can do whatever with them, but like
because my buddy down there has it's a river house off the Tickfall River, and we go down towards the lake a little bit and then go off one of the alleys, canals type deals, and they're just like the
all
real
over.
swamp areas. I mean, you got fucking salt grass sticking up out of the water. You gotta like get out and push the boat. That grass just cuts you, dude. That's how sharp it is. It just cuts you.
That's wild.
And you're fucking out there looking for gators. I mean, my buddy caught like a 5.5, 6 foot gator with his hands. He's got a picture of him like holding it like a baby. Yeah. And then he's got one of them. Like, it's just insane.
That is crazy.
I'll have to show you it.
I don't know if I'd have the balls to do that.
Dude,
That's scary.
Dude, it's so much fun.
Plus, are you wearing like a shit ton of mosquito spray out there? Isn't like mosquito
I
really
didn't
bad?
wear a lick of mosquito spray.
Really?
Yeah. I think I
you're
had
just
so
out
much
there-
alcohol in
You were
me,
just
dude.
raw dogging, man. You're out there just getting
I
it.
think I just had so much alcohol sweating out of me that
They're like,
it
yeah,
just
the
like,
mosquitoes like, I don't want that.
I don't want to get fucked up right
Yeah.
now. Just get
That's
drunk
hilarious.
from biting me once.
Yeah, that's what it would be. Yeah, that's what it would be. But wow, that's wild. I don't think I've ever. I mean, yeah, I don't think I've ever even thought about doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some things that you just don't think about doing, and like now you got me thinking about you coming up behind a gator.
Yeah, dude.
With
And
your bare
you're
hands.
laying with your belly on the front of the boat, and you're hanging off from here up is hanging off the boat.
So are you on like a pontoon boat, or were you kind of like on one of those airboats
So
with the
it
big
was-
fans?
It was just a John boat
Oh,
with a gator tail motor. Yeah, like he built it himself, and
Really?
it fucking decked out, dude. I mean,
so he's like redneck,
yeah, but he could
Yeah.
he could build boats for a living,
right?
and like it had
Yeah.
foam on it to where it was nice and soft. Like it's a fishing boat /
Yeah.
like it only sits in the water about that far.
Huh? Wow.
It is fucking nuts, dude.
So you went out there to gig, and then you ended up just gator hunting.
No, we did both.
Oh.
I got some big ass fucking frogs that I caught.
So do you eat the frog legs? Because that's what
We
they do
were
in Florida.
going to,
Yeah.
but they ended up going back because we were all fucked up
Mm.
and went back into the house and forgot them in the bucket.
Oh, so they got like probably all disgusting.
Yeah, I mean they were still alive,
Mm.
or most of them were.
Wait, so how do you catch them? Because like the guy that like invited me a couple of different times, he's just like stabbing with a spear, I think.
Oh yeah, no, you just come up behind them and grab them by the back legs.
Oh, so you guys are just going bare hand everything, huh?
And see, that's the funny thing is like I'll go up behind a gator and catch a gator.
Yeah.
Snakes, I'm absolutely
Oh, yeah.
petrified.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, you will not see a big guy run from a snake until you see me.
Yeah.
Because, like, that's just not right.
Yeah.
Slithery.
No, and you wouldn't be able to. It's hard to hold on to snakes too.
Yeah.
You come up from behind them, it don't matter.
I was like,
They'll just
gators,
turn around.
gators I can grab.
Yeah.
Snakes, you gotta push down with their heads, grab their tails, and fucking
Tails.
hold them out here. Then they try to bite you.
Bite
you
your
gotta
hand
fucking
still.
throw 'em.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah. That is some scary stuff. I feel like. Yeah, that's one thing I probably would never try to hunt. But
And then they're like, if you accidentally like, it's only a certain part of the
Yeah.
tail that if you cut off, they grow it back.
oh yeah,
I'm
kind of like
like-
a worm.
No,
Is it a worm that does that, or what does that? Some kind of lizard?
it's a lizard.
Yeah, it is a lizard, huh? They kind of grow their tails
Yeah.
back or whatever.
I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta get it at the head or else it's just gonna come back.
Yeah. So, we'll go through the last question. I think we've talked about a lot. Did want to ask you this. So, a lot of people, they make their New Year's resolutions.
Okay.
And usually this is kind of when it actually stops for most people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You get 5-6 months in the year, you're like, all right, I'm not working out anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Did you have a New Year's resolution for 2023?
Not really.
Yeah, you're like me.
Like, I
I just wing life, man.
Yeah,
I don't
dude,
care
I
what day
wasn't
it
gonna
is.
go into fucking.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a bullshit. Like, yeah, we're celebrating a new year.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's another excuse to get drunk.
Yeah.
That's
I
all
mean,
it is.
yeah,
It's an
exactly.
excuse to get drunk and then make people feel like they're doing something and they're not.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, they get in 4 or 5 months into a year.
Bro, you
and
actually
quit.
just like hit the nail on the head that I didn't really think about. You could probably say that for a lot of different holidays. Like it's just like it
I was
almost.
like, the only one I really see. I mean, like Christmas, they went completely off topic with it. It has nothing to do with presents and shit like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I know
And then
it's for the kids, but it has nothing to do with the actual day of Christmas.
Yeah, or even just like the small little fucking fun holidays, like what we just had, Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
You think about
St. Patty's Day.
Patty's Day.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess Easter kind of has a I mean, obviously Easter got a reason,
Yeah.
Christmas got a reason, some of those bigger ones. But if you
Halloween,
think about,
you don't have a reason.
yeah, Halloween, like to this day, I
It's
still
an excuse
never
for
really.
kids to get candy
Dude.
and
Yeah.
teenagers / young adults go out and get fucked up.
Yeah.
Dude, like, And then the 4th of July actually has a meaning. Like, it's for our
that's
freedom.
true. That's true.
But
yeah,
we celebrate it to get
we
fucked
still
up.
so yeah, but there is some kind of a reason.
Yeah. Memorial Day, it's to remember the veterans, but people use it to get fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Veterans Day is the
Flag
same
Day.
thing.
Flag Day. I don't even know really what Flag Day is.
Just kind of like, oh, you got a flag? Go hang it up.
Is that what it is? I wonder how Flag Day started. I kind of always thought about that.
Yeah, they just, if you have an American flag on Flag Day, you go out, hang it up on your patio, and then as soon as it's over, they take it down.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to celebrate a country that supports the wrong reasons.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And then there's also fucking, no, you're good. And then that's also like, you think about, I mean, they're coming out with a bunch of different shit now. They're coming out with like National Sons Day.
Yeah.
National Daughter Day.
Like, shit that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like,
it's almost like
growing up.
It's almost like kids made so much of a deal out of like Mother's and Father's Day that they had to start making it.
And that's what I think is bullshit, because like Mother's and Father's Day is to celebrate them for putting as much time and effort as they have into you as a child.
Yeah. Now we're doing like
if
Grandchildren
your birthday's
Day.
a fucking Sunday.
Yeah.
Daughter Day. That's what her birthday is. I mean,
yeah, like happy birthday.
I was like, fuck, my parents fucking treated almost every other day like son and daughter day.
Yeah, that is true. It's like every day we're celebrating the kids anyway.
Like, oh, we're so lucky to have our kids. Like,
yeah.
They're so thankful to have you, yet you want a fucking day for yourself when you already got so many.
Yeah.
Christmas, the Christmas is a kid's day.
Oh yeah, I mean basically everything is.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I mean soon there'll be a grandchildren day, and like
Dude, we're gonna start having fucking. I don't even know anymore.
Me neither.
It might be fucking sperm day the next time. Like,
and what I really
we
like,
can't have a son and daughter day.
What I really like too is like, well, I guess there is reason. There is reason behind this, but big fan of like Super Bowl Sunday stuff like that. Now that is a reason
to get drunk.
But I'm big fan of like sports, like championship games. You know what I'm saying?
See, and that I think that's because
I think there's
it's
reason
the
too.
Two best teams going head.
Yeah, something about it, man.
I mean,
gets me
sometimes going. Like we may not think it's the two best teams, and we always choose our favorite.
Yeah.
But whether you like it or not, it's the two that made it there, beat everybody to get there.
Yeah.
It's the two best in each division going at it.
Yeah.
Fucking, I was like, fights are probably my favorite thing to watch, because you'll have someone fucking ranked 8 or 9 going for a title fight.
Oh yeah, and
like,
they just get after it.
Yeah, they have nothing to lose.
Yeah, so they're just swinging.
Yeah,
and sometimes they come out on top. Yeah,
that's the best fights to watch.
Yeah,
it's the 1s and 2s that have something to lose.
Yeah,
like,
and usually they're just kind of timid and dancing around. Yeah,
it's annoying.
It is. But yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
That's why I like Rough and Rowdy. Fucking backyard redneck.
Yeah.
Free for all fights.
Yeah.
I mean, they got rules, but it's straight fucking.
Oh yeah. There's
the weight classes are completely different.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you'll have a 170-pound dude going up against a 240-pound dude.
And that's how like the UFC actually did start. It was kind of free for all because it was outside of boxing, and so they even the UFC had those like crazy. Weight disparities, and just each fighter had their own like unique attribute, whether that's wrestling or like jiu-jitsu or like boxing. I mean, there's some boxers, some big guys that came in and tried to fight some scrawny ass dude that just knows how to choke
was still like that, man.
I know.
Watching a just shit brick house go up against a fast little fucking ninja dude.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I mean, even football is seeing the effect of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, people can't even hit the quarterback anymore. Yeah. That's what it comes down to. It just comes down to safety, and it sucks. I mean,
people are getting
makes
soft.
sense, but it sucks.
People are getting
because
soft.
people are getting soft, but at the same time, there is sometimes you're like,
Dude,
I don't know.
I understand the safety thing and everything. Like,
Yeah, but
safety.
the quarterback thing, like in the NFL, that's soft. And that I would agree that is soft.
But like
some of the rules being
back
put
in the 60s, 70s, before they had helmets and they were just fucking laying dudes out.
They were like drinking and driving. Like you could actually like drink and drive.
Yeah,
like,
kids were riding in the beds of pickups.
I don't know if this was like in the 50s or how long ago this was, but there was one time I think in the U.S. or it could have been maybe just a few states, but you could actually drink and drive, and like everybody always thought cigarettes were still good for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There was no research behind anything.
Right. Yeah, the good old days.
Yeah. So I'm not really good with my historic dates.
Back before chewing
I just know
tobacco
that
was
one
bad.
time. Yeah, I just know that one time that was actually a thing. But I mean, yeah, just thinking about growing up in some of those times would be wild.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I think it'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I say it to myself every day. I was
Yeah.
born in the wrong generation.
Yeah, the wrong era. You're like, damn.
I'm like, fuck. If
Missed
I was
it.
born 20 years ago,
You'd have been perfect.
fuck. Dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I would
It
have
was
been pissed because
interesting.
my kids would have been raised right now,
Yeah.
growing up in this shit. But
Yeah.
I'd be living on a fucking in Montana on a ranch or some
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Move to Alaska and live off the land.
Yeah.
That's my very end goal.
Is Montana?
Or Alaska.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I'd love to move to Alaska, build my own house, and
Yeah.
live off the land.
Yeah. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Yeah,
But-
everybody has their own, like...
Regulations nowadays, you can't just live off the land anymore. You gotta
Oh,
buy
yeah.
tags.
Yeah.
Which it's probably different in Alaska because that's the
Yeah.
only way